Hi folks, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. Today we're going to look at a 2016 Newmar Ventana. This is the 4369 floor plan. As I've stated many times, my favorite all-time floor plan. So let's take a look. We're going to do a quick walk around on the outside because it's very windy today. I don't know how well that's going to pick up. I assure you the sound quality will improve when we go inside. So let's take a look here. We'll start down this side as a change. Up front, this is basically some serviceability, chassis fuses and circuit breakers and stuff like that up here. You can see the exhaust pipe hanging out down there for our generator. And if I wanted to get into the generator, I would pull this handle right here and it would open up on the nose there. Of course, we have side cameras and rear cameras like you would expect. A beautiful paint job. This one has the gray, the silver, the red. One of my preferred paint schemes that we use here. Now on this side, you're going to see our pull-out battery tray. We have 8 house batteries because this is an all-electric coach, but that also means we don't have a propane tank. Big pass-through storage bay there. Big open storage bay here. There's our Oasis hydronic heating system. That heats your water and your coach in certain circumstances there. If you want to learn more about hydronic heating, please give me a call. We have a 50-foot, 50-amp shore power cord, and that's on a power cord reel. You'll love that. Here's our wet bay. You can tell we've got this coach winterized. It is Indiana after all, but it's a pretty nice day for Indiana for February. We do have a whole house water filtration system, of course, black tank flush, easy winterization. Your your water hose is on a reel as well. Wind's not cooperating here. We have a tag axle on this coach. This is a 43-footer. Not only is it a tag axle, it's a steerable tag axle. That prevents the scrubbing of the tires when you're making those sharp turns and backing up, and especially going forward when they tend to want to scoot instead of turn. These follow right along. It's really neat. Here's just a little compartment on where we would put our sewer hose. This way it's not mingling with other things that you don't really want your sewer hose mingling with. Okay. DEF tank, diesel exhaust fluid. Diesel exhaust fluid, if you're not familiar with it, all new diesel engines have it. Basically, it's what they call after treatment. It is designed to help make our engines compliant with the Clean Air Acts and everything. So you won't use much of this. It's kind of much ado about nothing in the motorhome world. For every 50 gallons of fuel you use, you're going to use about a gallon of diesel exhaust fluid. So it's not a huge consumption there. Okay. On a lot of diesel coaches, this isn't even a storage compartment because we're back here next to the engine, obviously. Newmar goes ahead, they give you the space here, which is outstanding because as RVers, we all know we'll use every inch we can get. All right, emergency exit door, check that out. Notice there's no handle on the outside. There is no opening this door from the outside. It's only open from the inside. And it is just, you know, in the event of an emergency of some sort. But that sure beats scooting out head first out a window. Ladder on the back, 15,000 pounds of towing capacity. That's way above and beyond what most diesel coaches are doing. Certainly other diesels in this price point are usually stuck at that 8,000 to 10,000 pounds of towing. We got 15,000 here. This is the 400 horse engine. This is the ISL from Cummins, tied to the 6-speed, of course, Allison transmission. And we're putting out about 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. So good things. Lots of mountain climbing power there. All right, we're gonna head down this side. Quickly going through the compartments. In this one, we see our chassis batteries and our battery disconnect. When you put your coach into storage, you're not going to use it anymore. You can shut that off. That way you don't have any parasitic draw on your batteries. Okay, moving forward here. Now, a lot of coaches, again, this is not even a compartment. They don't even put a door here because your water tanks are behind there. Newmar said, you know what, we've got 6 inches or so of space there. We're going to leave that for people to hang tools and such on. So there you go. And then let's move forward. Notice we have another little exhaust pipe down below that door. People ask me a lot of times on the videos, what's that extra exhaust pipe? Well, that is for your Oasis system or your hydronic heating system. That's, again, that's what heats all your water and does some of your coach heating as well. You can see your Dirt Devil is in there. And while we've got an angle out of here, I'm going to shut this compartment door. I want to get the camera in here, and I want you to look at the Star Foundation here. This is Newmar's new platform, where instead of taking your chassis rail from Freightliner right here and welding pieces or bolting pieces on that support the coach, they actually use more of a saddle type technique. You can see this beam goes all the way up and across, and they do that all the way up underneath the coach here, and then that's all one piece. Instead of being welded on, it's saddled over the chassis, and then you've got these pieces coming in at a 45-degree angle that put all that outward weight, all that weight that's on the load-bearing walls, is pushed back towards the center of the frame. That's lower center of gravity, that's better handling, that's a more rigid chassis. Come drive it and find out. Here's our pass-through storage tray. Now, I always try to point out on my Newmar videos, they are the best insulated coach in the industry. There is nobody that puts as much insulation in a coach as Newmar does. Thickest floors, thickest walls, thickest ceiling, thickest basement floor, okay? Everybody else, they like to talk about thick compartment doors and we insulate our walls and we've got an R value of this, that, whatever. Doesn't matter. You're only as strong as your weakest point when it comes to insulation. Your weakest point 9 times out of 10 on these coaches is this floor right here, because you'll have a 1/4 inch of fiberglass or you'll have a 1/4 inch of metal, but no insulation. That floor is like that thick and it's full of insulation. That matters. There's no question. This is Newmar makes the easiest to heat, easiest to cool, and quietest coaches. I beg you to come down and prove me wrong, because you're gonna like the test drive. All right, one more compartment here. Big storage here, nice and tall. What everybody really wants to see is what's on the inside, and it's kind of getting cold out here, so I want to see it too. See inside. Hi folks, Chris Anderson, Mount Comfort RV. We're inside of our 2016 Ventana 4369. I'm going to do a walk around, show you a handful of things. Hopefully just enough to wet your whistle and make you want to come in and drive and maybe even own this coach. So let's start up front. Driver's compartment. I think this area gets neglected sometimes. Got some dust on there. We've got over to our driver's left here a handful of different controls, obviously 2 nice sized cup holders. You've got your transmission control here, and then you have your engine brake, and that's a 3-speed engine brake, high, medium, and low. Questions on engine brake, call me and we'll talk about it. You can disable your tag axle dump so that whether you want it to or not, you can turn that switch off or on, I should say, to where it dumps the tag axle whenever you drop it into reverse, which it's nice to not have those bags at full capacity, and an HWH fully computerized leveling system as well. Headlight controls over here, as well as mirror control, air horn, battery booster, that type of thing. All your gauge cluster that you would expect to find with oil pressures and air pressures. This coach does have smart wheel, so your controls for your wiper blades and turning your brights off and on and your cruise control, you never have to take your hand off the wheel to do any of that. So that's nice. Even your tilt wheel is foot controlled down there on the left hand side, although that's probably not something we're going to be able to get in the video shot here. Doesn't matter. Right here's an interesting one. That's one that you're not going to, we want to get a good, that round dial right there, we want to get a good shot of that. Now, if you're standing in anybody else's coach and it doesn't say Newmar on the outside, it's not going to have that comfort drive. Comfort drive is a game changer. Comfort drive takes crosswind out of the equation. It takes driver fatigue out of the equation. It takes a heavily crowned road out of the equation. It fights all those battles for you. So when you're driving the coach with Newmar, it's just real light touch on the wheel, just like this. That's all it takes. The coach does the rest for you. When you get where you're going, you're not all worn out because you've been wrestling the big bus. So actually makes life a lot easier. I know my competitors will tell you, comfort drive doesn't really make much of a difference. Of course they would. They don't have it. Newmar has exclusivity on it. All I'm asking you is, I'm telling you it makes a difference. They're telling you it's not. Come in and find out. Drive both. I've got coaches with and without. You drive both and you tell me, because anybody, I can tell you, all the employees here, when it's time to take coaches somewhere, we fight over who gets the Newmars because they drive the best, and it's not close. So take that for what it's worth. Center display here, this is where your cameras would light up, both backup camera and of course your side cameras that are turn signal activated. Your radio with nav system is here. I've got, my phone is currently charging right now wirelessly. This has a built-in QI charger, so any of the most of your newer Android phones are going to automatically charge just by laying them on that mat. So since I was going to be in here, I thought I'd take advantage of it. We've got our courtesy lights, our step cover, and our entrance lock, all right here in the center console where they can be reached by driver or passenger, either one. And we'll kind of step out of the way a little bit. We'll show you some other goodies here. The passenger has some real nice conveniences. Number one, of course, a footrest. A lot of coaches have those, but it's a very comfortable footrest, so driver or passenger can sit back with their feet up, recline back a little bit, and be very comfortable. And then you even have this Newmar exclusive table. Okay, this is kind of slick. So whether you want to set your laptop up here, whether you want to have a crossword puzzle, or just eat a sandwich, lots of possibilities there. When you're not using it, very smoothly stows out of the way. We've got controls for our interior lights, our map light, patio lights here. This is one of my favorite buttons on the whole coach. This is an option, but we optioned this in with the baggage door locks all being power, and that's one button touch. So you hit the unlock button, we just unlocked all the baggage doors on the entire coach. The other way of doing it is to take a key all the way around to, you know, I don't know, 10, 12 baggage doors, walking all the way around the coach and unlocking them individually. So you'll like that. It's also can be keypad. There's a keypad on the outside of the coach. You can punch in a code and do it that way as well. All right, let's move on. We option this in. There's a few different ways to bring the 4369 floor plan in. With this particular one, we brought it in with 2 sofas. Now 2 sofas gives us maximum in sleeping, so that's good, number one. It's also a lot of sitting space. If you do have family and friends over, you've got a lot of space here. Now your long sofa here, most of the time RV sofas are kind of like this one, I don't know, 72, 74 inches long. Not really tall enough to stretch out on, certainly not if you have any height to you at all. Well, check that one out. That's a nice long residential 3-cushion flex steel sofa. You can stretch out and watch a football game on there. You do have a front overhead TV. We'll get that in a shot here in a minute. But also, if it's just a few of you, not a full house, you can use the televator. Look how smooth, look how quiet. There's a few of these out there in the marketplace. Newmar's not the only one using this, but I do like theirs the best. A few of them sound like you stuck a fork in the blender when you hit the button. This obviously very smooth, very quiet, and that's going to be a Sony LED TV that pops up out of there, not some off-brand that you've never heard of. All right. Talk about storage, we have it. Lots of cabinets above on both sides, all the way down the slide. Newmar is just a bunch of Amish and Mennonite folks, so they do cabinetry well, and you get into things like this. These are the things that get me in trouble. My wife sees these, and then, you know, I need to build one at home. So we try to keep her out of here and hope she doesn't watch the videos. Okay. Newmar does all their own Corian work, so when you see all of this Corian countertop throughout, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's done in-house, both the backsplashes and the Corian itself. Of course, you have a really nice pull-down sprayer, dual sink, it's stainless. Induction cooktop. If you're not familiar with induction cooking, get with me. I'll be glad to tell you more about it. Okay. Adjustable shelves wherever they can. And then little things like some extra countertop space to pull out. How slick is that? Okay. And then it tucks away just as easily. 3 big drawers here for pots and pans. Now when you look at the floor, polished porcelain floor, and it is gorgeous. Right now we've got these black things like I'm standing on here. These are just roller protectors while it's on the lot. So those are removable, obviously. We try to keep them in place, keep our coaches as nice as possible while they're here on our lot. Our dinette that we optioned in here, this is a very simple freestanding table and chairs. Nice part about this one is because it's not huge, when you don't have the leaf in, because there's a leaf that goes in here as well, but when the leaf is not in, like it's not now, it's perfect for 2 people. And then when your slides are in, there's actually a nicer walkway with it in. When the leaf is in there, it certainly protrudes more than you would want it to for going down the road with your slides in. All right, beautiful Whirlpool stainless steel refrigerator, residential, not the old gas and electric ones. Okay, freezer below. How slick is that? Big pantry, adjustable pull-out drawers. I mean, we all know whatever you want is always in the back. Instead of having to dig back through there and you can't find it, you pull it out, you can get a good view of it. And these are adjustable. Like I said, you could make it so you can do cereal boxes or canned goods or whatever. This door, this is something Newmar needed to work out because this is a full wall slide coach. When the slides are in, this is a little bit of a choke point here. And if they just did a regular piano hinge style door, when the slides are in, this door would want to hit the refrigerator. So as it is, they actually make it pivot in the center. That's some of that Amish and Mennonite ingenuity coming through there. And makes it really slick for getting out of the way. Once you're in, you have just as much room as if it hinged normally, but you can get through this very easily going down the road. I love the vessel style sink, nice little corner cabinet there. Above the toilet, the cabinet there, if we open those up, you would find your fuses and circuit breakers for the house in there. All right, walking back into the bedroom here, we have a king size bed. How wonderful is that? You do still have storage space underneath this as well, and storage space above it in the cabinetry there. There's our 2 extra chairs if we do want to put the leaf in and have guests. And that's up on stretch, so this isn't hard to operate. You don't have to stand there and hold it. I skipped a feature, but this is a good one. Back up a little. Okay, there's our central vac system. All you have to do is sweep the dirt up to this point right here, kick that on, that activates the central vac, sweep the dirt in, and you're good. It also has a spot for attachments right here, and it does come with enough hose and attachments to reach both ends of the coach. This is a double pocket door. Very smooth. It locks itself in place whenever you are fully open or fully closed. So don't even have to do anything to it. All right, come on back. Favorite part of this coach. Now, most of the time on floor plans, they put the washer dryer either on this back wall, or they put it up in the middle of the coach in the kitchen somewhere. So you're either losing kitchen space or you're losing closet space. Now, the nice part about this coach, I'm going to have my cameraman turn around 180 degrees. Look at the storage in this bedroom. You've got 2 nice closets here already. Nice wardrobe closets on either side of the TV. So really, this coach doesn't need a lot more storage, but this coach is designed for people that are going to be spending extended time in the coach, full-timers or at least snowbird type folks, okay? They made a little bigger bathroom back here, put your washer dryer here, and it's a stackable, not the all-in-one, and that still leaves you your entire rear closet for other storage, both wardrobe, got shelves over there that can be for shoes, you got a nice shelf up top, you've got a safe down in the corner. It's a little hard to see on the camera, but I think you get the message. You didn't lose any of your storage by going to a washer dryer unit. And that's not usually the case in RVs. Usually that's a trade-off. Hey, I gained a washer dryer, I lost some storage. Nah, people decide whether to live with it or not to. But also, bigger bathroom means outstanding shower. It's huge. Absolutely huge shower. We talked on the outside about the emergency egress door. There it is. So in the event of emergency, have a seat. They've conveniently located a seat here. Have a seat, spin around, hop out. You know, it's still going to be a 4 or 5 foot drop, but that's better than head first out a window. I think we can all agree on that. We do have on this side Jack and Jill sinks with good drawers and good storage under each one, and medicine cabinets for each. How awesome is that? All right, I think that just about covers it. There's so much I can talk about on these coaches. I can go on for hours. eventually Tony's battery will run down and we got to wrap it up. So hope you've enjoyed this. Please don't forget the most important part, the reason we do this, please ask for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Call me, email me. And by the way, this is a 2016 model and we've got a discounted price on it. You can see that price right down here, or maybe it's over here. I'm not sure where it's going to be on the picture frame, but we have a discounted price. Hope to see you soon. Thanks.